Just about finished getting t-shirts for everybody from the Toxic Radio shop. I'm loving this stuff, it's so easy. Now let me see. Ah yes, just Toxic Radio and Heavy Metal Happy Hour t-shirts to get for the lads. Chris, Gene, Ace. Who the hell names their kid Ace anyway? Honestly,
Santa, what the hell? What are you doing getting t-shirts from Toxic Radio? I'm in charge of making all the t-shirt gifts.
Look, I'm very sorry, but these shirts are just awesome, and it's so easy to get them online from toxicradio.net. And look, I can even do it from the app on my phone.
So, what? You just decide to take work and money away from me? That blows, Santa.
Well, to be honest, your work's been a little off lately, Sam.
My name's not Sam.
Sorry, Stan.
Want to try again?
Sylvester.
It's Elliot, okay? Elliot, douchebag. Know what? I don't need this shit. I'm out of here. You're gonna hear from my union rep.
Well, I'm terribly sorry.
Shut it, fat ass!
Okay, that was awkward. Oh well, time to get working on ordering stickers for all those Toxic Radio, Deviant Gamer, and Heavy Metal Happy Hour fans. Alright, now where is...
Santa, what the hell? I'm the elf who makes the stickers.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Get all your rockin' Christmas gifts from the Toxic Radio shop, where everything is on sale just in time for the holidays. Find it at toxicradio.net or on the app. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic.
Screw you, you capitalist whore.
Planning your Saturday night can be a bit of a bitch.
Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week.
Well, it doesn't have to be. Load up Toxic Radio every Saturday night for the Heavy Metal Happy Hour. With the one and only Fishman.
I know that, dude.
There will be interviews, ticket giveaways, a little bit of banter with Toxic Mike, and of course great metal from the 80s all the way through today. Starts at 7 p.m., runs until Fish says it's over.
Everyone get out!
Catch it only on Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe. Play it toxic.
Hello. That's just a little creepy, I know. Hey guys, hello, welcome. Let me pot down this music all the way, even though I love listening to it on a weekly basis. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Deviant Gamer Podcast. This is episode 46, and this is the podcast that covers the most epic drops in PC gaming and VR. I am your host, Toxic Mike. If you didn't know that already, you should have. What are you doing here? Toxic Mike. Say it for the people in the back. Toxic Mike! And with me, as always, sipping on some gin and juice, Demonoid.
He's joining us tonight.
At least he's joining us tonight on that end of the spectrum, because I kind of downed. I can't say downed because it took a whole weekend to finish the bottle, but last week was a Jim Beam weekend, and that bottle is done. It was done by Sunday. It was done by Sunday. And we've already got Keaton in the chat room. What's up, dude? Lars calling me a dork. Thank you. Let me put me back on the screen. You don't want to look at Demonoid just throughout the whole entire show for the people that are watching us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. But how you doing, buddy? It looks like you're losing some. Did you get robbed? Did somebody break into your house and just steal all of your shit?
It's coming. It's out of here, man. It'll be next weekend's the day.
So is there going to
December
be no
12th.
show, or are we going to be able to do a show next week? Let the people
Be
know.
able to do a Friday night show, but Saturday is the move. The 12th is a Saturday, I think. So
Good.
yeah, Friday night probably won't be up late drinking because
Right.
Saturday's a move day. But
Right.
yeah, I'll be in for a show.
Well, I mean, the one thing that's good, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I didn't get that message from a friend of, hey, do you want to help me move? So I'm out of that.
That's because I'm too old for that shit, dude. We hired a mover. $300, big ass truck, done. Fuck that, dude. I'll never move again.
I don't know if I don't know if I'll ever be old enough to trust other people with my stuff. Like the second they pick, yes, the second they pick up one of my electronics, or God forbid they touch one of my World of Warcraft action figures or something to that extent, I might cry.
Oh, yeah.
I might end up just bawling and telling them to get away. Here's your money, just leave. No, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations. Next weekend, you'll be in a whole new world.
Yep, new room, new little fake studio. Smaller room than this though, but
Yeah.
whatever.
That's cool. That's good. That's good, dude. That's good. On tonight's show, we're gonna be talking. I mean, Demonoid doesn't have much going on because, as he said, he's been doing a lot of moving and stuff. There hasn't been a lot in the news because it's the holidays. There usually isn't the month of December because all the news has come out in October and November with all the sales we talked about last week and everything else. So right now is the time, and it sucks kind of for Demonoid. Now is the time to be playing your games. There's no real news. There's no real great releases. Next week, we have Cyberpunk 2077. I know Demonoid is getting it. I've been looking at it, and I just found out that there is nudity in it. So
he instant downloaded it.
just because that's all I need more. That's all I need in my life is more open world RPGs of games that never really end. So on this episode, mostly we're going to be talking about my experience in reaching max level in World of Warcraft, level 60. I have made it, and my thoughts on each zone, the leveling experience, special announcement. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me not go past this one. I do have a special announcement about getting back into Azeroth. That we're going to kick that off. But first, we're going to start it off like we do every single show with what have you been playing? And I know it's not a lot, but go ahead, Demonoid. What have you been playing?
Yeah, light week, like we were talking about. I was doing a lot of moving, but I did find time, of course, to get a little Tarkov in. I am one level away from my max level. The max level is like 70, but there's no point in going any higher than 40. 40 unlocks all your rep rewards, all your traders, so you can buy guns easier, all that shit. So level 40 is my max level, where I'm not going to care about doing quests anymore. Just grinding, building guns, doing shit.
That's weird.
So
that's weird that at 40 is basically you get everything, even though you can still go to 70.
Yeah, I mean, the levels really, I guess, like you said, there's really no point in leveling past 40. You can continue to do quests though for your
Rubbing it. I don't know. I don't know which part he was referring to. I'm just gonna say that's what she said.
That's you being 60, I think.
Oh, me being 60. Yeah, it was a grind. Good. I'm sorry we interrupted you.
Yeah, no, that was it. I mean, it's just Tarkov. Once you get to 40, all your reps are done. You get your max rep with all your traders, level 4 traders. You can buy all the best guns out there, modify all the best guns out there. You buy all the best attachments, all that shit. So yeah, after 40, there's really no point. If you continue to do the quests, you eventually can do the Mac Daddy, the biggest quest of all. It's called the Collector. You have to hand in like various unique, very rare items to the Fence, who's like the shady dealer.
Okay.
Sells all the bad shit. And it gives you a secure container that's bigger than anything else. So for those who don't play the game, I've talked about it before. It's a hardcore game. If you die, you lose all the shit you came in with. Literally, all your gear, all your guns, you got to buy it all back or build it all again. But you do have a little 3x3 or 2x2 if you're a loser slot.
That's how you know who the losers are.
Yeah. So you have a little. It's called the secure container. Even if you die in the raid, you can bring this stuff out. So people put their high value items in there, like keys, because you need keys to open doors and that shit. So money cases, like carry your money around in that little thing, because even if you die, you don't lose it. So if you were to actually complete all these quests in Tarkov, you get a bigger one of those. So you can bring more stuff out of a raid if you die. That's really
I
the only
got you.
point continuing
I got
on.
you.
Yeah, and then other than Tarkov, loaded up. We talked about it a little bit last week. Hell Let Loose.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to play last week. By the time you came back, everybody was in Tarkov, so you jumped over there, and I kept playing WoW. But I mean, we're still playing on a Friday night, but we didn't get to play it. But we're looking to play that tonight.
Yeah, I'll be in for that tonight.
You played a little bit of it though. It's really tough.
I played one match. Guido was telling me about it. I don't know if he told you anything. It's just insane. It's a large scale battle. I believe upwards of 50 versus 50. It may be higher. And it's World War II, where you kind of push the line back and forth. However many garrisons you take. There's many different classes: rifleman, anti-tank, medic, engineer. Like you legit. There's a lot involved in the game. It's not so much run and gun. There is a class for that. You can just be a rifleman, run around like a maniac, and shoot things. Is probably what we'll both be doing tonight. But it gets way more advanced. You can legit be a guy with binoculars, and I would just spot people for you to snipe them. That would be my role.
How are the graphics in it, especially on PCs like me and you got?
I was not blown away. I'll be honest with you.
I was really hoping for like being blown away because it's really a singular game with like it's not like very in depth in terms of like campaign or something like that. I was expecting to be blown away.
It's just so now that we're going to play it again tonight, in between the show and playing it, I am going to do a quick Google if there's settings I'm missing or something. I found it. You let me know later when you play too. I thought it was blurry as I was walking around. So I don't know if it's motion blur should be turned off.
Yeah.
If I should be just setting or not, but yeah, I want to do a little Google because some of these video settings are pretty advanced. There's a lot. Sometimes certain things you don't even need turned on, like anti-aliasing or motion blur, shit like that. So I want to check if there's an optimal settings, and then we'll load in the night and see what it looks like. But yeah, I found it to be, as I zoomed down my scope to look out into the open field, because it's legit like there's open fields in World War II, it looked a little blurry to me. So yeah, we'll see what you think about it. But
we'll definitely see.
Subpar.
Keaton has made it to 56 in World of Warcraft. This is going to be a good night for World of Warcraft discussion. Laura, 54. She's hoping to be 56 tonight. And Laura got to Maldraxxus. I'm going to talk all about Maldraxxus in a little bit. The interesting thing was tonight in preparation for the show, I just scour the internet for video game stuff and what's going on and trying to keep my finger on the pulse of the gaming industry. And I saw some videos on Cyberpunk, and it is coming out next Wednesday. So I started watching some videos, and they were talking about the intense graphics and the nudity. That's how I found out about that, because it's going to have like a switch you could turn on to say that you're streaming, so it turns off the nudity and turns off, like, apparently in game it's got real music, kind of like GTA.
Yeah, I saw that,
They mentioned that it's not going to be like GTA where you can just from the door steal any car. Like that's an ability you have to get later on, kind of like mounting up or flying in Warcraft. You have to get that ability, and those cars that you steal, you can't just take them and now they're yours. You have to earn your own cars. But the interesting thing they talked about as far as the graphics, and we already know it's Cyberpunk is going to be like pushing the limit of PC gaming right now. This is a weird topic that the guy that was doing the YouTube video brought up, but very interesting, that the trash in the world, like the trash bags and the trash cans, all have real world items that you see throughout the world in the trash. It's not just a bag full of nothing. If you see, like, he made the comparison that if you see a bunch of Coke cans or Coke bottles all over the world, the more you see them in a certain area, the more of those are going to be in their trash. Nice. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, so like, what would you call it? Like dynamic environment or something?
Like it's real world trash. It's real world trash is basically what it is. So the trash isn't just random ass trash. It's real world trash according to what is in the real world of your play area that you're playing in right then and there. And I don't know why, but that piqued my interest that the developers, we already know their attention to detail from like The Witcher and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And how in depth they get and how minute their eye of detail goes. But to be that, I guess, anal with making sure that certain things are like the real world, I was like, damn, like just the fact that they put that much detail into the trash in the trash can or on the side of the road, that is impressive. If that is indeed what is going on here, because that means that, their team spent insane amount of hours fine tuning every part of that world, and I'm just hoping this is what I'm hoping for. And I don't know anything about the game yet in terms of how it's going to start off or anything, but I see how beautiful the world is. The most epic reveal of a world was always in Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls always started you off in some kind of cave, dark, dreary. You didn't see much. And I don't know which one it was where you came out on the side of a mountain with the sun blaring in your eyes. Which Elder Scrolls, there's so many different ones. But I just remember that moment, and I believe it was on 360, where you were in a cave and you had to get out. Oblivion, that's what it was. Holy shit, that just came back to me. Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
No, I was about to say, I don't want to cut you off, but I believe it's Skyrim, you come out of the cave after fighting the bear. Oblivion, you come out of a sewer after escaping the sewer.
Yes, it was a sewer. It was a sewer.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm talking about. That's Oblivion. That's what I'm talking about. So in Oblivion, when you come out of the sewer, but you then the sky and the terrain, because remember, that was the big thing. I remember it as Oblivion because I remember the fucking horse armor.
Oh yeah, just a real segment on that. Imagine that. Look at what it is today, and back then, that fucking people freaked out about what was it, $4.99 horse armor, and now it's no big deal for a $20 skin on Fortnite. Like,
exactly.
What fuck happened?
People lost their fucking shit. How dare you? How dare you charge us for armor in a game that nobody's even going to see? And now people will eat that shit up all day, all night. And microtransactions have just become a thing that happened. Last time that started off the whole anti-microtransaction, almost boycott at that point. But it definitely was a movement to try and stop microtransactions. Like, no, I bought the game. Everything should be in there, goddammit. And now battle passes and that never end and this and that and loot boxes. It's ridiculous. Loot boxes that you pay for and probably get total shit. You get 4
games that aren't even fully released, and they're called early access. You're the beta tester, and they have no intention of releasing it. Like, you bought a $40 game for $20.
Yeah. But so what I was going with that is this world seems like it's going to be so beautiful and so just detailed. I kind of hope that they give that kind of moment where you start off somewhere, maybe in a house or in a basement, where you don't see everything and you have that aha moment when you get out into the world. I love those moments in video games. Yeah. You only get them one time. It's only in the beginning. And if it's done correctly, you don't forget it. Like me with Oblivion. Like, I remember that moment coming out. It's as if it's replaying in my head and seeing the grass and the sun, because the sun, it blinded you for just a second and then it opened up the world. Yeah. And that is it's those type of moments. We all have tons and tons. If you're a gamer, especially a gamer at our fucking age, we have tons and tons of those moments where you can sit around a table with your buddies and reminiscing about those wow moments or those aha moments or those, just the moments where you just are so happy to be a gamer. I just want one more, not an aha moment, but I've never had a moment like this before. And I think we might have discussed it before in Gears when Dom died. Like, I have never had a game actually make me tear up, but that fucking time, Gears of War, you assholes, made me tear up with Dom. The way that they did that was so good. And when a gaming company, a developer, does it right, whether it's your emotions or just giving you that good feeling or anything, it's just so awesome. And more game developers have to have those moments. And that's kind of why, with Guido, he's said it over and over again. He is an RPG guy. He doesn't care a fuck about story. Fuck out of here with your story and your lore.
Skips everything.
But without the story and the lore, every moment I just talked about doesn't mean shit.
Yeah,
Like
you miss out on that stuff.
you don't get those moments where it really is like a movie that's pulling at your heartstrings or making you laugh or go wow, like the moment that you saw the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Like that was an epic moment. Anybody who watched the original Jurassic Park, especially when it first came out, because that was crazy technology at the time. It was technology that had never been put out there with the way they did the dinosaurs. And when you saw the dinosaurs, the big, what were they, Brontosaurus?
Yeah, it was like the long neck,
The long neck
Brachiosaurus,
ones. Yeah.
some shit. Yeah,
When you saw them for the first time, that was an oh shit moment. And I don't know, I'm getting emotional just talking about it like that. I hope that Cyberpunk does that. GTA doesn't do like wow moment, like they do here and there. They more just like a drama or an action movie, just keep you in suspense, and they have wow moments in terms of wow, they did that. Like when there was a part in GTA where the paparazzi's trying to get shots of the girl, and you see her in the backyard, and she's getting fucked from behind, and you're like taking pictures of this, and she's on her phone tweeting while the guy's fucking her, because she has to keep her status online up, and you're just like in that moment, first off, it's shocking. Second off, you're like, wow, I can't believe they're doing this, like, and I'm a part of this. And then once it's over, you're like, to me, I always think like that was a meeting in an office somewhere where somebody had to pitch that idea, and then another guy who's in charge of the art design had to come up with the art for that. Another guy had to animate it, and it's just funny that that's a corporation that's putting that out. It kind of, it's interesting to me.
Virtual sex.
To everybody who's getting Oculus this Christmas.
So, speaking on those oh shit moments, what do you remember the beginning of Witcher 3? Because that's going to be the same studio as Cyber. So I feel, what was it? Him getting the bath with Yennefer? Is that
that was him in the room with Yennefer, and there was a back and forth with them two, and that was the first you saw her butt. I believe that was in the beginning. Oh my God, it's been so long. I'm going to Google it real fast.
I think that's the very, very beginning. I'm not 100% sure, though.
I believe it is. But, I mean, from the very beginning. And then you actually, it was like a reveal to go outside and then to see everything.
Yeah. She leaves after that, right? Then the whole time you're chasing after Ciri, but you're always...
Oh, yeah, she leaves. She definitely leaves, yeah. And it's very, very interesting. I think I got it right here. So we weren't planning this one, but so this is the very beginning, blah, 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 blah. They go through, I hate when they do the whole, whatever that kind of animation is. And they go through that. Right? Oh, here we go. Wait a second. Go back. Don't show any nudity. We're on. Yes, he is in the bath. So it starts off, and that is a 100% well-known epic scene that has been recreated. Not only did it get recreated in the real life live action series, but you can get the action figure of Geralt in the tub. Like they have an action figure of him in the tub. Now I get that again. A guy spread eagle in a hot tub, definitely a way to start off a scene in a game, and also to have an interesting way to talk to others in a business meeting, to say, okay, so we start off with a tight shot of him opening his legs in a tub. But yeah, so that and I mean, this was definitely awesome with the scars and you knew right away that it was going to be a really good, and she's naked from behind. You know right away the graphics, they weren't going to leave anything up to tricks. They were going to do it right. Yeah. So
that was like his boss, right, or whatever, or his trainer.
Yeah, his trainer of some kind. Yeah. I mean, looking at this makes me want to go. That's the thing. We get so caught up in all the games that we're playing nonstop that then we go back and watch even the shortest video of things we haven't played in a while, and it makes you want to go play it. It definitely does. damn it, we haven't even gotten to what I played. So, if you didn't know, that's us rambling. But that's what talking about video games is. I think everybody, I mean, obviously people have Discord. They talk with their friends on Discord while they're playing games. But there's, and COVID kind of shot this down. There's nothing like going out to the bar or hanging with your buddies and just discussing video games and discussing stuff that you've done, stuff that you like, stuff that you want to do. Aside from just playing, just talking about it. So I've been playing. I know it's a long traveling road to get there. But World of Warcraft has been the main thing. I've been really dedicating and setting aside a lot of time. And it got kicked off Friday, and it wasn't supposed to even be kicked off Friday. We were supposed to play stuff. It kind of got pushed to the side, and I got in there, and I started playing, and I went pretty far into the evening. Woke up the next morning, wiped the sleepies out of my eyes, and just got back into it. And really nonstop almost was playing. It's been a blast, and we're going to get into that. Also, GTA 5, the game that doesn't quit. The game to this day, motherfuckers at Rockstar could be charging full price for. Literally. And people would still buy it. And I believe they're going to be upping the graphics for the new consoles. Have you heard that?
No, I mean I know the new consoles hit 60 FPS finally, but I don't know about an actual
obviously,
graphics up.
Any game that you put on it's, I would imagine, going to play at least. It's going to get some kind of a boost no matter what. Yeah. Whether or not the developer actually bakes that in is another question, but we'll see.
I think they would. I mean, they're making so much money off of it, they might as well put that out instead of GTA 6.
I agree. And right now, they're still, to this day, living off of Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA, especially with their microtransactions. And they just released this week, too. If anybody wants to get it, I was this close, but I can't. I stopped myself, even though it's only $5. Red Dead Online. So you don't get the campaign mode of the game, but you can play Red Dead Online. And me, you, and Guido played that.
Wait, Red Dead 2?
Red Dead 2.
For
I think it was Red
$5?
Dead 2. I think it was Red Dead. Let me double check. I might be saying the wrong thing. Wait a second. This is what I heard. Rockstar. No. It'd be on the Rockstar launcher. You have to have the Rockstar launcher.
I got other Rockstar games off of.
Let me check. No, I'm sorry. I think it's Red Dead Online. I suck. Just punch me in the dick right now. I think I am totally and utterly a piece of shit liar. I saw this before coming here. Let me check this. Oh, God damn it. That's it, Mike. Lie to the audience while you're live on air. Online.
Because while you're searching, you're right. You, and Guido did have tons of fun in the fucking Xbox version of Red Dead 2, because it would leave your character in when you would walk away from the keyboard. So I would find your character in the world, lasso you up, and lay you on a train track somewhere, and then send you a picture of it. And you'd be like, fuck, I'm still logged in?
Yeah, you guys were assholes with that, by the way. Total and complete assholes. You tie me up. It kind of sounds weird. Put me on train tracks. All crazy as shit. Yeah, you guys were fucking assholes. So
I remember buying fishing lures with the premium currency just so I can catch certain fish. Like, that's how nerdy we got.
You guys were total and complete dicks. So no, I was totally Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate, Red Dead, and it just says Red Dead Online. I thought it was Red Dead 2, for $4.99, regularly $19.99. And God, but when I click the other ones, it's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Maybe it is.
Oh, what the hell? Somebody in the chat room, do some searching for me. I saw this very quickly. I thought that it was, and it says, step into the vibrant, ever-evolving world of Red Dead Online and experience life across Frontier America.
Yeah, you're right. Red Dead Online as a standalone game on December 1st. Plus first details on new Bounty Hunters expansion. You're on the same. Yeah, this is 2.
This is 2. Okay, because it only says Red Dead Online. Okay, Jesus Christ, that was a long way to go about that.
Yeah, so yeah, we got it because
Yeah, because it would normally be $20,
Bounty Hunters.
whereas the regular standard edition is $40. So that makes sense that it's half off.
123 gigs. Holy fuck! All right,
So
so $5. I mean, that's
$5.
It says it's on Steam too. So
Is it?
that
I didn't check
worth,
Steam. $5
That's
is
worth just buying it to have it in your stash.
We paid $5 for that. What was that? That America fucking game, Broforce.
Yeah, Broforce.
That we played once just to talk about, and then never played again. So $5 right now, and that's a so if you're listening to us on podcast format, that sale might be over, but it's there. Go check it out. So yeah, maybe I will go get it just to have it, just in case, because we did have fun in there.
Yeah,
it's $5. I mean, what do you get for how many times do you just throw? $5 is a beer at a bar. You literally
$5 at McDonald's today.
You literally spend $5. You get a beer for $2, and you give them $1 or $2 tip. So 1 or 2 beers at the bar. So yeah, it's well worth it. I say everybody should get it. It's only the online version, but yeah.
So we can all be cowboys. Everybody in Discord.
Yeah. So Keaton's putting in here, according to Google, GTA 5 is coming to new consoles in the second half of 2021. So it's not even going to be on new consoles. That's a bummer.
Make a new game, Rockstar. Stop milking this fucking cow, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Just get it over with. Make number 6. That's insane.
Just blow your fucking load.
Stop, you made enough money.
I mean, by the time they do make 6, it better be fucking mind blowing. I mean,
they're probably scared
after milking
to do
this
it
for so
because
long.
of that.
I mean, they've got so many mods out there that take their current game and make it into like realistic fucking world, like real realistic, like lighting and ray tracing and all that kind of shit. Just take the modders mods and implement it into your game that kind of repackages it as a legit new game if you just want to keep GTA 5. But I agree with you. You're on 5. You're only on 5. Let's go to fucking 6.
When did 5 come out? Like fucking 2014
God.
or something, or 2013, and
Jesus
it's still
Christ.
going. And now you're gonna put it on the next, because it came out on the first Xbox, right? And now we're 2 away. Not the first. The middle one, 360.
2013. Yeah, September 17th, 2013.
Fuck it, we're going on 8 years, and you're gonna re-release it again. Settle down, Rockstar. Give us a new fucking game.
Assholes. All right, and with that, I'm going to play this because we're going to get into some Warcraft talk. All right. You know what? Since I played that, I might as well also play this. Let's see if it comes off.
Rise up, sons of the Horde! Blood and glory await us! Luntargar for the Horde!
I mean, I am wearing my Horde hoodie because I left the studio window open all night and all day, so it's fucking freezing up in here. But Loktar Ogar for the Horde, even though Toxic Mom in Discord has been just touting how much she loves the Alliance and hates the Horde. Ma, really?
She's an Alliance player? No, we played with her on Horde side.
No, she started off as an Alliance player, only chose Horde because I was Horde and she wouldn't be able to play with me. So her main, which is Chicka Wow Wow, and she'll probably hate me for putting her main character out there, but you know what, Ma? Toughen up. But her main is an Alliance, and she loves Alliance. She knows Stormwind like the back of her hand, and she to this day still gets lost in Orgrimmar. So yeah, she is Alliance true and true, which kind of makes it very difficult to have family functions, because the whole time I just want to hold up my sword and stab her. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, shit, right, yeah.
Love you, Ma. But no, so obviously I've been saying it over and over again, been playing a ton of World of Warcraft. I mean, I haven't played this much Warcraft since I would have to go back to literally when I first started back with Burning Crusade. I have not played this much. And Burning Crusade, I mean, the amount of time I spent grinding Outland because there was absolutely no flying. And there's no flying in the expansion right now until they enable it, even if they do enable it. But yeah, I'm having a blast. I literally am having a blast. I've seen so many comments from people that a couple of things. One, they've come back and this is what they've been missing. This is what they've been wanting. They love a lot of the implementations that Blizzard has made so far, in terms of leveling, in terms of story, putting in the story and the lore without making it feel like it's stop and go all the time, but also making it so it's not a complete race to the end, and also just making the landscape so different but also familiar. I've heard people also say things like, this expansion, they took all the best expansions, all the ones that people loved, little bits and pieces from those, and put it into this. So it's kind of like the best of the best soup kind of thing, where they just put it all together. And I totally agree. First off,
you could have started off in Ice Crown, right? Or it started off
the
best expansion in my eyes, Wrath of Lich King. You
I mean, you start off right at the top, meeting up with Bolvar, where you defeated the Lich King, and you go up and there's the seat. I mean, anybody who played during Wrath, I geeked out as soon as I went there. I'm like running around. I'm like, screw the quest. I want to check everything. I'm like, we're back here. This is awesome. But it didn't.
Did you kill the Lich King back then? Did you go
I fought him. I never actually killed him. I fought him. I did. That was back when, you still had to like really struggle to get to that part. They didn't have like raid finder where after a couple of weeks it got easier and easier so other people could experience the content. Like, and I was not that good back then. Who knows if I'm still that good. Yeah, so I ran around and I geeked out because I was up there and I remembered it. But they didn't keep you there for that long, so that nostalgia feeling was good, but then you quickly moved on, which I liked. They didn't play it out where you're like, okay, I'm still here. You know what I mean? I had a blast. And the big announcement that I wanted to say, that I said in the beginning of the show, that there was a huge announcement that had to go with World of Warcraft. Motherfucker, Guido has returned. I tried to get him on the show tonight, but he couldn't make it. But Guido, our buddy, we talk about him all the time. He comes in the chat room sometimes. We've tried to get him to sit down on the show, especially when Demonoid was coming in studio. We tried to get him to come in and join us, and maybe we will be able to do that one day. But motherfucker joined back in. It was really cool to have him back playing, to be playing with him, to be running through Azeroth with him, and right away, as soon as he joined, it became a competition.
That is Guido for you.
It was a competition to who could get to 61st. I do owe him I told him a bottle of alcohol, any bottle of alcohol that he wanted, or I wanted, whoever was the winner. But the limit was $50. Like, because once you say any bottle, he'll go in and be like, this $75 bottle of alcohol. And right away, he was like, once he got to 60 and beat me, less than 24 hours before I hit 60, I just want to put that out there. He then hits me up and goes, where's my $50 bottle of vodka? So that's going to be fun.
He's going to take 3 bottles of Smirnoff. He's a quantity man, not a quality. Just give him
I don't
6
know.
bottles of Smirnoff Red.
I think watching me buy him the legit $50 bottle of vodka just to watch me do it, I think will mean more to him than that.
Yeah, just so he can pour it in the Gatorade and drink it like a fucking 14-year-old.
Pretty much. So let's get into my thoughts on the game. Obviously, I just told you, or the expansion, I should say. Already told you I'm all in. I love it. The leveling was great. I do think that they made it so that you got there too quick. But then I started thinking how many hours I put in since launch, and I definitely played, 3 to 4 to 5 hours sometimes at a click. So most games you're not playing 4 to 5 to 6 hours 4 or 5 times a night. So I did play to get there. But I did get there faster than I've ever gotten there. So it was a catch-22, but I'm happy. And I'm happy with what they have afterwards, all that kind of stuff. So, starting off, first off, the mall. Getting into the mall, and if you don't know what that means, I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler alert free as possible. There might be little things here and there, but I'm not going to tell storyline or anything. But the mall, for people who don't know, is like, I guess it's like hell. So the mall is hell, because this is a very heaven and hell driven expansion. So the mall is hell. So you start off in the mall, and you've got to escape the mall. The mall is very interesting because you can't mount up at all in the mall. You've got to walk everywhere. Except if you're a druid, and you can go into druid form. Then you just leave everybody in the dust, which is amazing. So the mall is very well done. It is what it kind of drives to be. It's very dark, very dreary. Not much art style to it because it's supposed to be this dreary, dark, dank afterlife. But once you get into Orbis, which is the main city, and once you start expanding yourself to all the actual main zones of this expansion, that's when this expansion opens the fuck up. All right, I'm going to try and get through these quickly. But first and foremost, we talked about this before, which was Bastion is the first zone you go to. Bastion looks fucking amazing. It's beautifully done. The plant life is what stood out so much to me in terms of the art style. And it's very heavenly. Very, very heavenly with angels and all that kind of stuff. So I truthfully and 100% loved being there, but I also love that they made it the first one. Because with Bastion, it just keeps getting better and better in my eyes. They definitely did it leveling up in terms of which ones look better. Bastion was nice. It was a change up. It was different. It was something you've never seen before in World of Warcraft. Loved it. And the leveling is great. When you're leveling, the storytelling that goes along with leveling is amazing. Almost every new kind of zone in each of the continents, different kinds of zones that you're going to, they have separate cutscenes to almost every zone that you're going to. And the cutscenes are those in-game machinima cutscenes. Fucking amazing. I loved it, and it made me feel more, it definitely made me feel more a part of the story and more a part of what was happening in the game. So we're going to move on from Bastion. Next up is Maldraxxus. Maldraxxus is if somebody who loves the fuck out of metal music made a World of Warcraft zone. Maldraxxus is metal as fuck. Everything about it just screams hardcore heavy metal. The bones, the spikes, the green dreary darkness to it, the characters that you encounter in Maldraxxus. It is metal as fuck. It is amazing. The contrast from the dark to the green to just everything about it. The metal. It right there. Metal horns.
It reminds me of Naxxramas and fucking all the Scourge and all that shit.
Exactly.
Those pyramids they have. Yeah.
It's very, and when you get there, it doesn't seem, it's one of those things that seems familiar but different at the same time. So it's very Naxxramas, but also different at the same time. So we go from Maldraxxus, we go from there to, I want to say this name correctly because I keep on saying it incorrectly, Ardenweald. I think it's Ardenweald. Ardenweald is very druid. You got the Ardenweald is very,
shit, right?
yeah, the Fae, the animals, the life, the trees. The trees in this world are just fucking amazing. but it's so well done. It is so well done. And there's moments in Ardenweald leveling up in there. Again, you just feel a part of everything that is happening around you. And there's a part where all the fell, like everybody in these little, I guess, kind of horse people, whatever the hell they are, they follow you. A crowd. It's like a giant ass couple of hundred people crowd following you because you're the new person there. You're like Neo, and they're following you. But it just felt cool. You know what I mean? It was a bunch of little moments when you're like, that's cool. You look behind you because you don't realize so many people are behind you, and look behind, and you're being followed because they're waiting for you to get to the top and then to meet up with whoever you're meeting up with for the quest. Very cool. Very well done. I loved it. The whole time I was in there, I was on my Fell Dragon, the one that I got off the marketplace, the microtransaction mount that Laura had got me. Because you just felt more of the world while I was in there. Very, very cool. I loved it. And finally, we go to literally my favorite area. My mom hated it. I love it. Which is, let me make sure I say this correctly, Ravendreth. Ravendreth is like, now this is very Undercity Ravendreth. But it's also very Halloween/vampire.
Yeah, I'm getting vampire vibes off of that guy.
It's
right
very,
there.
very vampire vibes. Gargoyles, the whole nine, horse and carriage. When you get here, I truthfully felt like the art department spent more time on this and how well it looked. And I'm going to see if I can find a video because I want to play a video of Ravendreth. Shadowlands Ravendreth. I want to play a video of it, and maybe it will give us that feel that it gave me when I got there. Some of the stuff that they do in Ravendreth, in terms of mechanics, are different than I've seen, and different abilities that you get once you get in the Ravendreth. Here we go. We got a streamer that I can kind of play his little thing of just the horses. The horses look at me like I wish that my headless horseman horse that I got off of him looked as good as the horses that look in Ravendreth. So these are just my first thoughts, my first experiences in these zones. I loved how they did them. I love, of course, this guy's going to be fucking Alliance. And the quest.
Loser.
Everything, and yes, it's very Sylvanas. It's very undead. I mean, it is the afterlife, so you're going to be undead. But this is the zone that you kind of end off at. This is where the campaign ends. This is where you reach level 60. But I truthfully and utterly love my time in here, and I look forward to playing more and more in Ravendreth because I just opened up World Quest. Definitely worth it. And if you're somebody who hasn't gotten back into WoW, or you're just getting back in and you haven't gotten to this zone, I hope that this show kind of gives you something to look forward to. Because it's really, really badass. I really loved it. Oh, by the way, while we were talking, Laura leveled up in World of Warcraft. Congratulations, Laura. Ding. Grats. Hit him with the Dan Aykroyd shit. Probably something we said. Keaton. And Keaton also said they did a really good job not making it feel like a grind. I agree with him 100%. And that's probably why I spent so much time playing, more so than ever. Demonoid, you know that I'm notorious for when a expansion comes out, literally taking a couple of months to get to max level, while you and Guido would get to max level and wait and wonder what's taking me so long while you guys are doing end world content.
That's why I'm very surprised you took on the challenge from Guido, because even the way I saw it from the outside, if you beat him, I thought you still technically lost because he made you rush so fast through the zones and skip everything. Like I thought there was no way for you to win, and I mean he ended up beating you anyway because he's spiteful and he wasn't going to lose. But I even if you won, I was going to say like, but dude, you probably fucking skipped a lot of shit you wanted to not skip. So I thought he was going to beat you no matter what.
So here's the great thing about that. I don't know if you know about this. Do you know about the fact of being able to level up alts and choose whether you want to go through the story again or not? Did you know about that?
Nah, I didn't know.
So the way it works, because I've already started on my alts, once you max level and once you choose a covenant for any of your characters, any of your other characters, now once you got to still go through them all because you got to get to Ardenweld. Like that's your path to get to the main city. But once you get to the main city, you get to choose whether you want to go straight to a covenant and level up through world quests and dungeons and not follow the story, or if you want to follow the story again. So they're giving you not only can you have the choice to replay and get through the story, even though I felt the story, they did it so well that it didn't feel like stop and go. It was still fluid, but you still got to know what was going on. I mean, I didn't read the quest as far as that goes, and a lot of times I do read the quest. I didn't read the quest this time around, but I paid attention to the cutscenes and stuff like that. But so with my alt, I signed on, and right away they were like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, fuck it, let me go choose my covenant, like right from the door. So I went over and chose my covenant, and they're like, okay, well, now you get to choose where you want to start off, but you're going to do all these other quests. You're not going to do the story mode, the campaign. So I was like, oh, fuck, awesome. Well, I want to start in, Ravendrell, wherever I wanted to, forget where I chose. But it's not like the grind from before where all of your alts, you had to take them through that path. Like you get to now choose, it opens it back up to where before you level a character to 60, the zones are going to be level capped at zones. You have to follow that path. Once you unlock it, now the levels go to what your level is. It what is it? It scales, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who they've got in their ear. I don't know what the advice they're getting. But as of right now, and this could change. You know how Blizzard is. They could change at the drop of a dime. As of right now, it seems like they're hitting on all cylinders and doing things where I'm not getting frustrated or not going, why are they doing that? They're doing everything correctly. And they're not making it feel like a grind, and they're not making you feel like you're missing out by not doing something or not going too fast. And I think that's feeling that I've gotten over the last, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? However many weeks it's been out. That feeling is what's making me feel more confident in really getting the Deviant Gamers Guild. By the way, if you've gotten to this point in the show, at the end of the show, we do have the Deviant Gamers Guild on Arathor server. If you get in there, message one of my characters, Toxic Spunk or Toxic Heels or Toxic Troll, and we'll give you an invite. We're looking to actually get this guild doing something. It's going to be a casual play guild with the opportunity for raiding and all that kind of stuff, and with giveaways. We're going to be doing fun stuff like, maybe, stupid things like who's got the best gear, who's got the best transmog, or something fun, or who's got the best joke. Who knows? It's stupid shit. But mount off, or who's got the coolest toy in their bag.
87 million toys.
Right, stupid shit that we could just goof off and sit around and drink and have fun. But we're looking to have fun. So if you're on Arathor, if you want to transfer a character over to Arathor, join our guild. We're really starting to boot it back up, and we're looking to make it fun, but also making it so that we can help you out and get you a lot of cool shit. Fuck it, I'll give you 10,000 gold. Yeah, you heard me say it, but you got to come in. You got to come to me. Well, that's the funny thing. Guido was like, "I have no gold. Can you give me some?" And you saw my response, right? I
think so. Yeah.
I said I put 25,000 in the guild bank. Go for it. And his response was, "I'm not in your guild." No, he's not in the guild. And Laura, after that, comments, I think that was the point he was making, that you're not in our guild. But again, I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a lot of good times. I'm looking forward to really leveling up. There's lots more incentives now. It's almost like a battle pass within the covenants, where you gain different stuff and it shows you what you will gain each extra level within the covenant, which helps me. It gives you something no matter what. Like, you can go do raiding and go get the best gear and go do the stuff that you want to do with end game, but also just for playing, well, you're going to keep getting stuff, which I like. It doesn't force you to have to dedicate your life to it and have piss bottles underneath your desk just to play. So I've been enjoying it. I know that a lot of our listeners play. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. But, of course, let us know if you have or if you haven't. Hit us up on any of our social media. Hit us up in our Discord. All the links are always provided in the show notes or in the body of the show, whether you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube or anywhere that you find the show. It's usually available. And if not, just message me. I'm Toxic Spunk on Twitter. He's Demonoid26 on Twitter. Message us and we'll give you the 411. Does that make me old that I just said the 411?
Yeah, but we know what that is. Most of us know.
But yeah, so join us, have some fun. I'm sure that we're going to be playing other games as well, but World of Warcraft is always going to be close and dear to our hearts. If you've ever been in my house, anybody who's watching from personal friends wise, you know that I've got the Horde symbol up in my living room. I've got a bunch of nerdy, geeky action figures from World of Warcraft, so it holds dear. Oh, one little spoiler. I don't know if you know this. Stop yawning. It's not time for bed. You still have to stay up and play.
Oh, yeah. I need another Jim Beam. Wake me up.
I've got alcohol. I've got G Fuel. I'm ready to fucking go.
I got G Fuel in here somewhere. Does that mix well with Jim Beam?
It does, actually. I did that last weekend. In the very beginning, another thing that made you geek out, that in the mall, this isn't a spoiler alert, because if you've got the expansion, you fucking know it already. Thrall is there, and you get to run around and quest and do stuff with Thrall. And just to see him back as a character that you can run along with again and do stuff with and help out, so much fun. So much fucking fun. So, again, I highly recommend it. There weren't many bad things that I've found with the game so far. I will let you know if I find anything bad. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for checking out the show. I'm sure we're going to have a really good show next week with Cyberpunk 2077. I know Demonoid is going to be playing a lot of that, so we're going to get some news as to what he thinks. If not a lot, because he is moving, at least he's going to squeeze it in here and there.
I'm going to at least try it. Yeah, I'm going to try to get in there Thursday, maybe Friday morning before the show, just so we have something to talk about.
Yeah. I know I joked in the beginning of the episode about possibly reserving it. Spoiler alert, I did. I've reserved the game. I don't know why. I just like to punish myself by looking at my home screen and seeing all these games that I can't play because there's too many of them. But, I look at it as doing it for the show, doing it for the people so that we can talk about it and show it off to everybody in the best way that Deviant Gamer can. So, with that being said, hope you enjoyed. Share this show with everybody you possibly can, with all of your friends list, with your gamer buddies. Join our Discord, and that about does it. So, I don't even think I have it queued up. Yes, I do. I have it queued up. This is how good of a director, producer, professional that I am. I have to run over and cue this shit up. But it doesn't matter because, why? Let me just lean down to the camera. It's all fun and games.
Until somebody gets trolled.
Bitches. Later.